girls. That was some intense medieval music right there. I hope you appreciated that. Some intense. And I hope you are ready for some Age of Empires. Today we're very, very lucky to have two very, very good teams playing. We've got the Stonecutters, Hypnos and Connect. I definitely pronounced that wrong, but I'm doing my best. And we've got Lessthanthree with the number 3, don't forget that, with Abu and Ketchup, two teams that have done really well so far. I'm really looking forward to this game. Guys, let's just get straight into it. I got no other co-cast today, so I'm just going to be throwing random fidge bits at you. If you've got any questions, if you want me to move the camera around, hit me up in the Twitch comments, and I'm going to do my very best. Hope you're all doing well today. It's the middle of the week. It's going to get better, and hopefully there's going to be some very, very nice games. Let's just get straight into this, guys, and yeah, let's do it. Right, here we go. Right, Hypnos, Ethiopians, Connect, Franks. Can't argue with that. Two very, very nice civs. Can't really get better than that on Arabia for a 2v2. On the other team, we've got Random Ketchup with the Britons. Again, couldn't have really picked a better civ. And we've got Abu with the Bulgarians. Excuse me, Burgundians. Very, very different. I'm very interested by this Burgundians pick. It's very strong eco. If you don't know already, the Burgundians can actually get their eco upgrades a age earlier. So for example, you can get heavy plow in feudal age, or you could get double bit axe in dark age. So these eco upgrades, they can set you back temporarily because obviously the resources are coming out earlier, but they're going to be working out really, really nice for you in the long term. So this is the power of the Burgundians. Incredible eco throughout the game, and just getting like the really important upgrades like double bit axe earlier can just have like a massive snowball effect to your early feudal economy. However, the Frank Paladins and the Frank Cavaliers are just going to be objectively better. Now, one thing you've got to remember is the Burgundians get that very nice Cavalier upgrade an age earlier in the castle age, which means they're getting 2 more attack than everyone else. They don't get bloodlines, so the extra 20 HP isn't really that great, but super powerful upgrades. And I think if they can do some damage in castle age, it's going to be looking very, very nice for Random Ketchup and Abu. But if they don't get that damage done, it's going to be hard with those extra HP Frank Paladins. We'll just have to see how it goes. Connect's gone forward with a scout. I wonder if he's done his deer already. He has not done his deer, so he's gone to scout his opponent early. Very, very interesting. You've got to remember those Frank scouts got that extra HP in the feudal age. Can be very, very nice potentially in those early feudal fights. But remember, they don't get it until feudal, so dark age, these two scouts are just as rubbish as each other. Just going to the other side, we've got the two lower elo players, Random Ketchup and Hypnos, opposite each other, which I think will be nice for them rather than getting wailed on by some high elo scrub. We've got Random Ketchup with the Britons. We know what they can do, faster archery ranges, insane early eco. It's going to be a very, very nice early game for Random Ketchup, hopefully. Looks like a standard opening for him, and Hypnos seems to have gone pretty much identical opening as well. So very, very nice. Hypnos, Ethiopians, faster firing archers. If they get in close, they're going to do much more damage than those Briton archers, not just because of the extra fire rate, but remember the Briton archers don't even get thumb ring. So Random Ketchup is going to have to use his range. And hopefully he's going to keep a bit of a distance between him and Hypnos to make use of that very nice Briton range upgrade. What's going to happen, guys? I don't know. We've already got some Vil issues for Hypnos. He's down on 14. Everyone else is on the regular good old 16. So hoping he's going to catch up. Hopefully it wasn't a dead villager that I missed. He does seem to be taking his elephant a bit later than what you would like. He's doing it the old-fashioned way, as I like to say, just shooting the elephant rather than doing all this fancy-smancy in the TC stuff. I can't can't do it, guys. It's too scary. It's too scary. So looks like Grey's going to be going up first. He's got Loom before anyone else, so could be very, very nice. I'm looking for that early Burgundian eco upgrades. I'll be interested to see if he goes for them straight away, or because he's just going up with 18, maybe it's just going to be standard play. He's going forward for a wood line, it seems. I would prefer it on the back, potentially. Not sure why I'd want to go to the front, just means that he's going to be further away from his TC. I think this one's a little bit closer, but also he's going to be nearer to the scouts. But you know what, guys? Abu, he's higher elo than me. Who am I to say? Who am I to say? Just going to have a look at what you are saying. I'm a bit quiet, guys. Am I a bit quiet? Okay. Can turn myself up a little bit. Right, I hope this is better. If there are still problems, please let me know. Right. Sorry about that, guys. So, obviously, you hit... Oh, wow. This is a drush. I'm so sorry, guys. I missed this. This is really, really nice for Connect. There's no way that village is getting out. He's going to be one vill down. He's going to save the other two vills. Pretty nice small walls here, but that's already a pretty nice drush with just two militia there. It's actually really, really nice for Franks. Franks, obviously, he's got to stay in feudal for a bit longer because he's spent that extra food on the militia. But in my opinion, if you're getting a villager and you're causing a bit of disruption like he already is now, I think he's going to trap that one in as well. But he's not going to... Yeah. This is really, really nice, guys. This is the thing, if you do the 2 militia rush, even if you get a little bit of damage, it's 100% worth it. Just thinking the other side, Hypnos is walling in his gold and his wood line. We'll go back to there, just causing a bit of disruption over here. Personally, guys, I'm not massive on this, but it makes sense against the scouts. But if there's a big group of archers, he's not going to escape this, and he's going to just have to delete the walls. But we'll see how it works out for him. Let's go back to these militia, see if they're causing any more problems. Unfortunately, the scout's kind of damaged, and it's not going to be getting that extra HP bonus from the Franks. I wonder if he could have kept it a bit longer on high HP. This is nice, though. He's blocking. It looks like he's going to get another one. So this militia rush is paying off really nicely, guys. I wonder if the villagers should have just fought the scout there, might have killed him. And he's going to be going for this last one here. And potentially he's going to get 3. Oh, wow. This is really, really nice play by Klanek. And if you want to see value, those 2 militia have got some insane value. Now he's got scouts coming forward. I'm seeing scouts for the Burgundians player as well. But you've got to remember, these scouts are nowhere near as good as these Frank scouts. The Frank scout's going to have 9 HP. Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. We've got down here random catch-ups pushing away the scout with the spearman. Very, very nice massing archers at home. Eco's looking nice. The gold could be a lot worse. It's quite far away from the TC, but it's at the back, and that is what we like. 3 scouts coming forward from Mr. Abu. Are they going to find damage? Potentially still quite open. We do have a spearman here, and actually I really like these. I mean, this is a beautiful woodline, guys. This is what you love to see. And this spearman here is going to shove off those scouts. We've got another one here as well, protecting the front of his base. These walls probably not going to come up in time. It depends if he sees it or not. But even if he does, the spearman is there, and a bit of Vil fighting as well should be fine. I would potentially like to see a bit more use of these scouts here. Just going to check back. We've got 3 scouts here, Frank scouts. Granted, one of them is very low HP. I'm just going to see if they're going to get in or not. Ooh, he didn't get in. Guys, that's huge. But we have got 2 armies here. Yes, they don't have fletching, but this could be potentially very, very scary if they get in. 4 scouts chasing 1 scout. Not sure this is the right play unless he knows he's coming to his base. Just looking at Hypnos right now. I mean, his base is looking very, very secure. Don't get me wrong. I love this tower on a hill. Very, very nice. 2 archery ranges down. But not much of an army yet. Just coming back here, we've got, whoa, I can't count, guys. 6 scouts here. I'm just checking the upgrades on these. So these scouts will beat these scouts, but not with the archer upgrade. Archers as well, excuse me. So if he's getting in here, could be nice, although his base is looking very, very secure. Potentially he can drop a tower at the back of his base or the front of his base to prevent them from getting in. These archers without fletching are still not incredible. If these scouts get the armor upgrade, our blacksmith is down. I think an armor upgrade here could be very, very nice. Remember, these these archers will only be doing 1 damage without fletching against the scouts with the extra armor upgrade. So potentially could take a very, very nice fight if he gets 1 or 2 more scouts and the armor upgrade. I would very much like to see that. Fletching is now in for random, which is good. Armor upgrade is in as well. But we've got 2 spearmen here, guys, so I don't think this is a fight he can take. I don't think this is going to be a good fight for Red. He's got to back away there. And yes, on the hill is going to be nice, but the 2 spearmen are just going to be doing so much damage. And guys, it's really hard to micro your scouts when you're trying to fight 3 different units. So can't take it away from Clint now. He's doing as good as he can, but this is hard. He's going to clean these archers up, so I'm not sure why he brought his army away here, but yeah. Hypnos is at the base. It's going to force random catch-up to deal with him. We've got 11 here and just 6 archers. The spearman not very handy against random catch-up with his archers. And we've got Abu coming back down now. So just... there's a lot going on, guys. This has been a pretty intense match so far. So we've got 33 villages for Abu and 38 for Ketchup. So the low elo player is really far ahead. But I mean, that's just how well Kenek's been playing. That militia rush was deadly, and actually, considering he's been fighting 2 players, he's been doing really well for himself. But you can see actually that Hypnos's kind of tight base has really kept him secure here. I don't really see much damage being dealt by Abu here. Hypnos suffered early from those villagers, supposedly. He's on 34 vills. Kenek is right up there with 38. So looking advantage for Lessthanthree with the vills, and that's a really nice clean up by random. Not sure Hypnos should have been taking that fight even on the hill. If you're that far outnumbered, guys, it's not worth it. And remember, he can just back up to this tower. So not sure that was the correct play. I think Hypnos has been here for a very long time, guys. I don't know what you think, but has Random Ketchup noticed? I assume not, because he's been attacking this for a very long time, but he very much needs to deal with this. Yeah, this is a very dangerous feudal army, guys. I'm not sure much can be done. Hypnos is... Kenek, excuse me, is doing spearmen, but these are just easily going to get cleaned up by the archers, so he needs to be really careful here not to rage units. Hypnos is in. This is really, really nice, guys. Have we got fletching here? We do have fletching. A bit of micro here would be very, very nice. Spearmen aren't going to help too much, but you can use them to block. Maybe get that second vill? No, that's unlucky, but he is going to take him off the wood line. Very nice tower by Mr. Ketchup. Maybe he did it earlier. And we do have some archers here from Ketchup that hopefully are going to clean up this army when they get a bit more mass. Guys, there's so much going on. I'm sorry, I'm trying to keep up with all of this. Kenek's army... Is it going to be strong enough to take this fight? Let's see if he's got the upgrades, guys. Both upgrades on the scouts, but unfortunately we've got 2 spearmen here and the archers. I just don't think there's any way that Kenek can win this fight unless he gets some TC aggro. This is insane micro, guys. This is a really nice fight, and credit for both players, because microing spears like this is not easy. But we do have Kenek going up to castle stage. Unfortunately, Abu's been in castle for a while now, and yeah, these knights coming out now are just going to clean everything. Is he going to be able to afford Cavalier soon? Not sure, looking at the resources. Not for a while at least, but the knight's power spike is in. Wow. That fight, I'm so sorry I missed that, guys. That fight was obviously must have gone really well for Connect. I think that's because he's got Frank Scouts, the extra HP, all the armor upgrades as well. 5 knights here. I think he needs to be using these right now because there's nothing on the field that can combat these knights. We've now got 7 knights. I would love to see these go to Connect's base or potentially even Hypnos's base. Looks like Hypnos's army got cleaned up. He just didn't really have the arch numbers. Maybe a few too many spearmen. And I wonder if he could have done a few less spearmen here. But I guess he was scared of Abu, which is fair enough because Abu is a very, very good player. Oh, guys, this could be very, very brutal. He needs to wall this up. Very nice. Very nice. This happens to the best of us, guys, when we deleted a wall and 20 knights have turned up. It's not a nice feeling. Connect's got to survive until he gets his knight numbers out now. He is in castle. He's got 6 knights in the queue. Wow. And he needs to survive until he gets those slightly superior Frank knights out for now. Cavalier is in for grey. He's got 1 minute left, and they are going to be one of the best Castle Age, if not the best Castle Age unit in the game. It's an extra 2 attack on knights. We know what happens with when Lithuanians get the relics. Well, it's basically the same thing, right? 7 knights. They're going to be Cavalier in 30 seconds. I think Connect needs to be very, very careful here. And we need a house here. Otherwise, we're going to have a very bad time. Oh, man. Is he in? He is in. Right. This is a really important fight, guys. If this goes badly for Connect right now, then we are looking for the Cavalier upgrade is in. And this is going to start getting very, very brutal. Just looking at the upgrades, we've got the extra attack on the Franks, and we've got no upgrades other than Cavalier, but the extra archers will help here. Remember that the knights don't have +2 armor, and we've got a fight down here. We've got archers versus crossbows. He's getting thumb ring in on the Ethiopian. Crossbows could be very, very nice. Maybe I would have liked to have seen ballistics first, but I guess you got to do what you got to do. And this is really dangerous, guys. He's going to be sitting on his gold. Is Red taking any more gold? He is taking gold at the top, but it's very, very exposed. Oh no, this is a disaster with the archers. He's really got to get them back. Okay, he's got them back. This is good. And this is causing a lot of idle time, guys. Maybe he didn't kill as many villagers as he'd like, but this is really nice idle time. And we're just seeing an absolute stream of Cavaliers right now. Just checking the upgrades. Still no further upgrades. One advantage the other team has, though, is he can reinforce easily. Remember, Frank Knights are fully upgraded. I would like to see that extra armor upgrade because they're going to need all the help they can get against this army right here. Blue is doing a fairly good job of diverting random catch-ups attention away. That's all he can really do right now. Very cheeky trade card. I absolutely love this. Hypnos is starting trade early. Guys, it's never too early to start trade, just so you know. This has been a very nice game. It's a really nice game. Just checking the TCs for everyone. Random's obviously only on 1 right now, being just into Castle Age. We've got 2 for the Burgundian player. Only just clicking that cheaper wheelbarrow now. Maybe that would have been nice to get in Feudal for the nicer sort of transition from Feudal to Castle. Just looking at Blue. Blue's also on 2. Nice TC on the gold here. Would maybe like to see another archery range just to increase the number of swords, crossbowmen. And just checking the upgrades here, still no +2 on the Cavalier, so maybe not ideal for engaging these crossbowmen now, especially Ethiopians with thumb ring guys, so they're pretty much machine gunners right now. Just looking at the Frank player, I mean, he's got a really big problem in the back of his base, but this is a very nice TC up here. Relatively secure wood line, secure gold. Got another one down here for a secure wood line, so I'm liking this a lot. The base looks fairly secure, but he does need to be careful that these Cavaliers don't completely snowball. Guys, we all know what happens. You take one bad fight in this game and then everything falls apart. So Connect's got to play defensive here. He's got to let his sort of better eco come into action. He is 6 fills ahead. Is he going to win this fight? I don't think so with the extra 2 attack. Just looking at the upgrades. Still no +2 armor for Connect Knights. And we've got the +2 armor on the Cavalier. So those Cavalier are just objectively superior right now. They need to be very, very careful. And I'm just thinking, are they going to be heading to Hypnos's base with the extra Pierce armor? Extra Pierce armor coming in for Connect, which is very important because Random does have a decent number of crossbows right now. Just looking at Hypnos's army is slightly better, but he needs to be very, very careful. Oh, love the cheeky militia. Needs to be very, very careful that these aren't just going to come in and clean this up. Nice reactions by Hypnos, but this is the problem, guys. When you get +2 with this extra attack, you're just going to be running and doing damage. Connect is here, and he's got to take this fight, unfortunately, because if he's losing this TC, it's going to be very, very bad. There's a lot going on, guys. This tower's going to hold here, hopefully. Random catch-up's got to go around. I don't think he's going to make it to this fight. I think the Cavalier probably will clean up until these archers get here, but they are going to be taking a lot of damage from this TC. And they are going to retreat. Not sure that was the best engagement for Abu, actually. Yes, he's caused a lot of idle time to Abu, but potentially losing a lot of military for... I'm not sure it was worth it, guys. I don't know what you think. More stables coming down, which I like. You want to be sticking on 2 or 3 TCs, stables in the early game. Next 2 coming down. Maybe he's thinking in his head, if I can survive this castle age pressure, maybe do a few more military, I can get through this game. I mean, he's thinking in the back of his head, my knights are just going to be better than his in the late game. Yes, they do get the early paladin upgrade, but as long as Franks get to that very, very nice paladin upgrade, he's going to be far ahead in the late game. This is looking like a very important fight. Just looking at the Burgundian eco, still only on 2 TC, so 73 to 83, still 10 ahead despite all the raids, and I don't know who's going to win this one, but remember these Ethiopian ARBs are just going to be doing way more fire rate, but the hill is for random catch-up. We got 18, 24 here, so maybe they should take the fight even if it's uphill. Maybe he could engage from up here. Let's see. Oh, you can hear those Ethiopian guys going boom, 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 boom. Another TC coming down for red on the gold. I very much like this TC. Just securing more resources. And just looking at the stone count for red, 6 on stone. Hypnos, 1 on stone, but 500. Nobody else taking any stone right now. Maybe red needs to be securing some of the map with his cheaper castles. Like I said, that early kind of imp spike from... the Burgundians can be very nice with the cheaper paladin upgrade, and it's 50% cheaper, and you can get it straight away because you don't need to get Cavalier, which is very, very nice. Just looking at the numbers here, we've got 22 and 17. Maybe this is a really good fight they can take here. I don't know if they realize that they can... they're going in, guys. Massive fight here. Abu needs to react. Oh dear, he's got a full surround on these. That's a really good engagement. They are firing uphill, but they do have the thumb ring upgrade. Who's winning this, guys? I think it's looking very, very close, but I think the Franks are going to clean up here. And it's looking really bad for Grey. He's behind in military and economy now, and this is going to be a full clean of random catch-ups army. And look at the score, guys. This is an insanely good game by Connect. And the thing is, now they're in a position where they could actually just sit back here and still have a huge advantage, but I definitely think they need to be using this military advantage. Why not exploit it? You should always be active with your military if you can. I'm terribly guilty of just putting my guys on patrol, but I'm loving this. They are both going forward together. Where are they going to be going? Looks like it's going to be random catch-up who's going to be getting the brunt of it all. Oh, look at those Ethiopian ARBs. Very, very deadly. We've got random catch-up going up to Imp. Currently he's got very little military. He's only on the 1 gold at the moment. I can't see any other TCs. When that gold goes, guys, it's going to be looking really, really bad, and the knights are in. It's going to be really hard for him. Just looking at the Vil counts, he is really, really far of Hypnos right now. Hypnos only on 50 Vils, but I think you're going to see his Vil count start to go down really, really quickly. And is there anything here to help these... what have we got here? 30 crossbowmen. 30 crossbowmen with thumb ring. There is knights coming in the back here, but this is going to be enough to clean them up. Connect's going to react. I'm just looking at the rest of the base here. More TC's being added by the Burgundian player. It's the right thing to do. He knows that he doesn't have the military advantage anymore. He's got to get to Imp with a respectable army. And this is some serious idle time by Orange here. He is taking gold at the bottom. My apologies. So that seems fairly secure with the gold. He has done a really good job holding his base, I've got to say. Knight's still running rampant though, and I'm just looking at the fill count. It's going down very quickly. Is Orange going to have the eco to do anything? He has got a lot of resources. I would really like to see those upgrades coming in now, but he's got a million and a billion things to do. More knights coming in. This is just, it's just a brutal game by Connect here. But he does need to be careful. The Burgundian player is catching up with Vils. He's on 105. Remember, those early eco upgrades are going to be coming into effect. Guys, what's going to happen in this game? I really don't know. But this ball of Arbalest right now with these knights running in, I mean, is there anything the random catch-up can do right now? The Arbalest is in, but only 14 arbs. It's just not enough. And I'm just looking at the upgrades. Only one archer upgrade. Maybe would like to see more there. It's looking bad for Lessthanthree right now. Don't know what you think, guys. Castle coming up at the back here would be very nice, adding to some Castilier. It's a really good unit. One of the few units in the game with a charge attack, guys. So their first attack actually does more damage, and then they recharge that attack, and it does more. Just coming back here. Now we're going to be taking out the production buildings. There's still Ethiopian arbs running all over the place. TC's all over the place, doing a TC at the back. Not really the TC you'd like to see. With all this open area here just blocked off by the map, means you can't be getting farms down, and there's going to be more fill picks here. It's looking really bad for catch-up, and actually Hypnos has somehow overtaken him with Vils, despite all that early pressure by the other two players. We've now got 1, 2, and 3 castles coming up here for Connect, so, I mean, ideally maybe you would have liked a castle here to protect this goal, but I mean, come on guys, this is 3 castles, you can't be complaining. Burgundian player has clicked to Imp. 114 villagers, I imagine that's going to be a nice healthy 130, 140 by the time he's hitting Imp. But what are they going to do against all this army? Is Ketchup going to be in a position? I mean, look at these wood lines, guys. This is not the wood lines you want to see. Not at all. Is Ketchup going to be in a position to actually help out Abu when he gets to Imp? Not right now. It's not looking great. He just doesn't. He only has 2 archery ranges that he can actually produce from right now. This one not really being ideal. And look, Frank player, 140 villagers clicking up to Imp. This is what you love to see as a Frank player. You know you've got that insane eco. You've got the castles to protect your eco, guys. You've got the gold secure. We're going to be seeing straight Cavalier click here, and as long as they can hold on against this early Paladin push, it is looking very nice for the Stonecutters right now. Hypnos done a good job here. Castle's nice. It's protecting a lot of his eco. And maybe I would like to see some more farms here. Just looking at his eco right now, we only got 15 on food, maybe a bit more just so we can afford those upgrades. And we got the night raids coming in right now. He's going to have to react. He will have the numbers to push this away, but it's just annoying. It's just causing the idle time. Still only on 118 villagers. I mean, this is a big difference here. And he needs to pause villager production because this is kind of the ideal amount you want as Franks. Maybe a few less right now, but it's looking very nice. 5 seconds for the Burgundian player. Are we going to see that instant? No, we're not. The resources aren't there. There's far too much wood. But, I mean, look, only 6 on wood. Can he afford to sell it all right now when he's only got 6 on wood? I don't know, guys. It's just looking really bad. And this hill can be very brutal for these Arbalists. He's going to be clicking Paladin straight away, so he has managed to do it. And I would like to see the +4 come out straight after this. But remember, guys, this is a 2-minute 30 upgrade. How much damage can the other team do in 2 minutes and 30? I'm going to tell you a lot. Wow. But there's more stuff going on, guys. There's just stuff everywhere. The Frank Cheap castles are coming in absolutely clutch, though. I would have maybe liked to see this castle here instead of over here. But he's got it up. Fill count's still at a very nice 145, so it looks like this raid isn't going to really do the desired damage, and he can't fight under these castles. Blue is coming in with Arbalists right now, and I mean, this is looking like a very scary army. I would maybe like to see some more Arbalists over here. Random catch-up trying to get in the game. This castle is good. Maybe would have liked to seen it a bit more forward protecting this goal, but I mean, I understand you don't want to be risking it too much, especially when you're down in the dumps. We've got a very, very exposed army right here. I'd maybe like to see this collapse and take this fight, but the Britain extra range is coming in. Actually, this could be a very nasty sandwich over here. And red needs to be very careful because we've got 1 minute until Paladin, 5 seconds until the extra armor comes in. So, whoa. It's definitely an advantage for the Stonecutters here, but is it completely over? It doesn't feel like it, guys. It does not feel like it's completely over yet, and this is what we love to see. If Ketchup can get back in the game, get a nice solid number of Arbalists, maybe 60 Arbalists, something like that. I mean, Britain Arbalists, we know what they can do. But the Cavalier upgrade is coming in 40 seconds until that's in, and the +4 armor's also already in. So the 2 main upgrades for Castle Age is almost there, but now we've got Paladins, guys. And yes, they're not the best Paladins ever, but they're Paladins. And they need to bring their armies together right now when they've got this big advantage. If Red manages to click Paladin, which looking at his resources, he's going to be able to do almost straight away, then when Red gets Paladin, and look, there it is, guys, Frank Paladin, one of the best units in the game, he's just clicked it. And I think unless they take a very good fight here, it's looking very not great for Lessthanthree in the late game, but it only takes 1 fight, guys. It only takes 1 fight. And I think they're doing the right thing here, just retreating, trying to find the high ground and trying to take a cost-efficient fight or not take the fight at all. Blue's getting chemistry. I'm just looking if Random Ketchup did get chemistry, and he has. So what do you prefer, guys, Ethiopian or Britain? I mean, it's hard to say. They both have their pros and their cons. Just looking at overall night numbers right now, 32 Paladins, 37 Cavaliers, 51 Arbalists, and this is what I'm talking about, guys. 51 Arbalists, Britain Arbalists, very, very scary. I'm just looking at the armies right now, 39 here right now, 30. This is, guys, I'm feeling like this is the fight. This is the fight. And I really don't know who's going to win this, but he's got to get Paladin in first. I don't understand why the team here aren't taking the fight. It just, maybe they're scared of the castle, but with the Paladin upgrade, you just got to be thinking, my guys are so much better than the Cavaliers on the other side. Whoa. And look at this, guys. There's castles everywhere up here. It's going to be really hard to push on this side, so maybe this is why they've gone down here. The Arbalists actually taking really nice fights here, but the Frank Paladin is in 190 HP. Some coming behind. This could be a fight right here. They're going to go for it, guys. And Hypnos needs to get his Arbalist back because right now they're just in the way. Oh, yep, that's the right thing to do. Delete the house. Who's going to win, guys? I honestly don't have a clue. Couldn't tell you. But we've got much nicer Arbalist number here, but don't forget these Arbalists are attacking much faster. Looks like the numbers. Oh, it's so hard to call, guys. Nah, it looks like the Burgundian numbers are going to win this one out, and overall the Britain longbows are just absolutely shredding. Guys, look at the score. It's insanely close right now. I'm just looking at the army numbers. 40 Paladins for Lessthanthree, 15 for Connect. So even though Frank Paladin's much better, guys, I'd rather take the mass any day of the week. Hypnos needs to be adding more archery ranges right now. I'm counting 1, I'm counting 2, I'm counting 2? 2. Okay, guys, you need like 5 minimum right now. And this is looking really bad for Hypnos right now. I'm really seeing a dive of these Paladins right now. What is there to stop them? Not very much is the answer. We got 1 castle here. Is that enough against all these Paladins? Definitely not. Still only 25 Paladin. I'm just looking at the gold income for Connect. It's not ideal. We've only got 23. But then again, only 21 for the Burgundian player as well. So gold is looking a bit rough here. Wow, this game is really gone. It's really been an end-to-end game, as they say. And Connect cannot take this fight right now. These Arbalists are very scary. Hypnos can't join out. He just doesn't have the numbers right now. He can't get anywhere close to the Frank's base, but we do have the 2 castles here. Are they going to take the fights under the under the castles? I don't know. I don't know. And we got some very nice villager fighting here, which I absolutely love. Very, very nice. Gate is open, but like I said, I think it's very unlikely that they'll take this fight. 42 paladins each, slight advantage for the Frank player. Just looking at Arbalest, still 50 Arbalest and 26 only for Blue. Blue really needs to be getting those numbers up. But he's going to start doing light cav, could be very, very nice. Only the 1 castle in the north of his base. If you get some raids down here and over here, could be very, very nice. Hypnos actually has managed to get some Arbalists here, which is going to be really, really important for fending these paladins off. But the thing is, guys, with this extra range, you dictate the pace of the game, right? Like, you can take your fights, you can run away from your fights first. And this is just looking like a kind of unbeatable army right now. Is it going to be unbeatable forever, though? I don't know. We've got some light cav raids coming in here. Is Random Ketchup going to notice? If he doesn't, could be very, very, very bad. Wheelbarrow. Wheelbarrow, guys. What? Just checking. Walls coming down between the bases. I really like this. The fact that they're finding time to do all of this and fight. It's very good. It's very good, guys. It's very impressive. We got 2 really good players here, and actually both the low elo players have played really well so far. I'm loving these raids from Hypnos. He's realizing I can't compete with these Britain Arbalists right now, so I'm just going to ignore them. I'm going to go straight to Random Ketchup space, and I'm going to do some domination. I love it. Treb is finally out, but he is firing uphill, so should reduce the damage a little bit. Are these going to be able to repair forever? Definitely not. These paladins could come in and do a cleanup right now. Army retreating. These skirms, man. Like, I think he feels like he has to go skirms. Can he take this fight? We've got 50 paladin, 35, but 41 arbalist. Probably can't take the fight. Maybe with a few more skirms and a few more arbs, he probably can. Wow, guys. Hussar. Ethiopian Hussar. Definitely not ideal, but I mean, this eco is very, very open. Can he do all this micro and do all of this at the same time? Probably not. He's dealing a lot of damage here. This castle is not going to stay up. It's definitely going to be going down very, very soon. Shabam. Blue techie into heavy camel. I'm not sure about that, guys. I mean, Ethiopian heavy camel is not very good. Bad also, they're going to be getting absolutely shredded by these arbalists. Even the paladins will trade fine against them, to be honest. Not sure I would have gone for that upgrade, but maybe he's just worried about his economy. The other thing, guys, is camels are just genuinely inferior to Hussar at raiding. Hussar's got the better pierce armor, a bit quicker as well, which is important. Just looking at this now, oh, they really need to be taking a fight soon. Castle's continuing to go down on the front of the base. It's only 2 trebs here. I just can't help but 10 paladins could clean this up, stop this push. But it's so hard when you're trying to do a million things at once. Random Ketchup seems to have dealt with these raids. Looks like Abu's just completely out of gold, and these light cav are not ideal in this situation. Still no decisive engagement over here. Looks like Kanek is heading over with these paladins. Hopefully going to clean up these trebs. Is he going to be able to keep the castle up with this many villagers? I'm going to say a big fat yes. Well, gold's gone, guys. I'm just looking at the rest of the map right now. Ooh, no trade either for... Trade coming down for the Lessthanthree players, which is very nice. I do like these semi-walls as well. Makes it a bit harder. He has cleaned those trebs up. Paladins coming in, will be able to kill the Vils, but nothing else other than that. Castles in his base still secure. We still got 3 castles forward, so still looking pretty secure for the Frank player. And this could be very, very nice, actually. The Arbalists are far away. Maybe he should head up here, take the engagement up here. Maybe he can take this engagement here. I'm not entirely sure. Skirmishers coming over could be very nice to cut them off. This could be a very, very nice engagement, guys. And these Frank Paladins with the extra HP. The extra HP is so nice. So nice. These Burgundian ones also definitely not bad. But the less HP is going to hurt them, especially against the Arbs. And... I mean, what can you do against this many Frank Paladin, guys? It's looking very brutal. But the trade is going to start kicking in if they can get it up and going. Only a few right now. I'm just seeing markets coming down for blue and red. It's going to be a trade war, guys. I think this... Get cozy, because this is going to be going on for a very, very, very long time. This is a really nice cleanup for red right now. Is he going to be able to use this temporary army advantage? Remember, these paladins are going to be absolutely shredding these hussars. Right now, Abbey barely has any gold. Also, red has no gold either. But he does have 35 paladin. 35 paladin can change an entire game. But there are castles all over the place. You don't want to be wasting them either. So maybe cleaning up some of these production buildings at the front could be very, very nice. Whoa. This is a big ball. This is a very big ball at this part of the game. 55 arbs is very, very nice. We are seeing the literal Great Walls of China from Hypnos right now. Hypnos, as we know, renowned for his love of Age of Empires 2 walls. I mean, someone's got to love them, I suppose. Not sure about this raid. Just seems a bit unnecessary. He's taking unnecessary castle fire. And we're just going to have hussars chasing them for days. Yes, they're not going to trade with them very, very well. But remember, this is essentially a trade you want to be taking. I would have liked to have seen... we just don't have the arbs, is the problem. This is another problem Franks are going to have when they don't have any gold, is their light cav, which is just inferior to standard light cav. Yes, they are fully upgraded from the blacksmith. But remember, not getting bloodlines, just getting the extra 20% is actually objectively worse for the light cav, even though it's better for the knights. And this is what you don't want to see, right? Just paladins dying to castles. This is very, very nice, though. Cleaning up some of the trade. Grey cannot take this fight against all these paladins. I take back what I said, guys. This is immense. This is immense. It's immense that Connect's gone to the trade straight away, and it's great game sense that he's realised this. I'm sorry, Connect. I take back what I said. We've got firing on the front, light cav raids coming in. We've got a million gazillion skirms right here. They need to find that Arb bunch, which now I am struggling to find as well. This fight is going to be a disaster for these hussars. These Frank paladins are going to absolutely mop them up and hopefully start killing the trade. I'm just looking at the trade that's getting going for the other team right now. It doesn't seem like there's a lot going on right now. Handcart only just coming in for blue, guys. You want to be getting that a lot earlier. These skirms are going to be doing absolutely nothing against these hussars. Maybe, well, blue definitely needs to be taking into another trash unit. I would like to see maybe hussars and halbs, ideally halbs at this point in the game. But hussars is nice as well. Just trade still going down. Arbs are actually having to come back to help, but remember they're just going to be chasing. Well, they're a lot slower, we all know that. They're going to be chasing these guys forever. Who's winning this, guys? Who is winning this? I honestly don't have a clue. Who do you prefer in post-imp? That's a good question. Ethiopians do get the Hussar, even though they're not very good. They also do get fully upgraded Halb. Britons get the fully upgraded Halb. Their light cav's kind of rubbish, but arguably it's maybe a little bit better than the Ethiopian Hussar, because they do get all the armor upgrades. Franks, obviously not good light cav, but they do get the fully upgraded Halb. Who's going to win? I mean, this is an insane number of Hussar right now, and this is going to clean up all these units here. What's red going to go into? I mean, he's only got 3 trade carts right now. He's going to need sort of 50 to sustain any kind of decent number of paladins. I mean, I hate to say it, guys, but non-bloodline Hussar here seem pretty OP, and we need to be seeing a transition into Halb right now. These walls are really, really nice, though. If they can finish these walls here, then they can stop Hussar raids, which is probably the most important thing they can be doing right now. Hussar Deathball, guys. Who would have guessed it with the Burgundians? I think it's easy to forget as well that 20 Albs in a game with very little gold can be very, very deadly as well. 2 Trebs coming forward, if you get them on this hill and onto the fortified wall, could be very... This is a very, very nice castle. Cementing the position, securing the stone. I love it. And we've got Hussars and Arbalists following this up. Could be very, very, very nice. And guys, I know I was saying earlier in the late game Franks had the advantage, but right now the light cab just cannot stand up to the Hussar. This castle, no way this is going up, guys. No way this is going up. And I hate to say it, but Hussar raids can win you the game, and when the Hussars start getting into the back of the eco, not protected by the castles, could be horrible. Could be very, very horrible. Just looking at this trade as well, we've only got 6 trade carts for red. 18 for blue, looking a bit better. We got 17 for grey, 11 for orange. So looking slightly better for Lessthanthree, but nothing crazy. We do have 11 in the queue for catch-up, so maybe we would like to see some more markets, but definitely a good thing that he's got that much gold to create that many trade cards. And this is what you're going to see for a while, guys, just spamming Hussar into the back of his base. It's, yeah, it's a hard one. Gap is created. Skirms are out, but you only need a few Hussars here to completely dominate these skirms. Maybe if Abu can spare kind of 5 or 10, it could be very, very nice. And remember, guys, the trade is right here. If these arbs can just sit here for 5 minutes or so, it could be very, very bad. Guys, look at the absolute state of this. This is what you hate to see in the late game. People just spamming Hussar into your base. You don't have, even if you did have Howl, they're just running around like headless chickens trying to find them. And guys, when I look at this side of the base, it's peaceful. There's nice little trade carts going along. All these villages are, well, they're walking a bit too far, to be honest, but it's looking pretty peaceful. Over here, it's not looking so good. And like I said, the Frank light cav is just getting absolutely demolished by this Hussar. And when we start getting into the back of these bases, finding these horrible wood lines, it's looking really bad, guys. Even the trade is in now. And I wonder if Ketchup actually knows if the trade is right here, because if he sits on this hill, not only can he probably just fight these elite skirms, but he's going to be killing absolutely all of these trade carts as well. Guys, I don't think the Stonecutters can win anymore. There's just no how to deal with what's going on in the north of this base. 68 vills for Connect right now. 68 vills, guys. This is not the 140 we saw 10-15 minutes ago. And I'm just looking at the map. All the fights are going on down this side. And yeah, GG has been called. Wow. One of the best games I've seen in this series, guys. Even from Feudal Age, there's stuff going on all the time. It looked like Connect was going to take it with those really nice night numbers in Castle Age and the Paladin upgrade coming in at sort of ideal times, but there just wasn't the matchup between Hypnos's army and Connect's army, and this was the problem in the late game. There was just so many fights where like Random Ketchup was there with 50 Arbalists, and even though the Burgundian Paladin is just worse, it didn't matter because those Arbalists from Britons were just dictating the pace of the game. And you know, for all the great plays that Abu did, especially with those Cavaliers in Castle Age, and also obviously taking those good fights with those Paladins, you got to give credit to Random Ketchup for staying alive, even though he was having horrible raids in his base, getting those ARB numbers out. And like I said, when you're getting those 50, 60, 70 ARBs, what can you do? What can you do? But it's a great game for both teams. And guys, I am genuinely exhausted by that game. I hope I didn't miss anything crazy, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching that game. I'm just going to take a quick break, and I will be back for the second game. So I will see you in a few minutes. Hello guys. Welcome back to the stream. I am so sorry about the last game. Welcome back to the stream. I am so sorry about the last game. What can I say? I'm very sorry. I'm going to do my best to make it up to you guys though. I hope you still got the enthusiasm in the last game, and I'm going to keep bringing that enthusiasm to you right now. I'm going to do my best to make it up to you. I am so sorry. Yeah, I mean, last game was intense. I hope you got from my voice how much was going on in the game. And basically what happened is I was looking at Age of Empires rather than Capture Age like an idiot. So I'm back. I'm going to do it better this time. So what have we got here? We've got 1-0 to the Lessthanthree3 team. And we are on this map that is looking very much like Oasis. And guys, let's just get straight into it. I've got a lot to say from the last game, but I'm just going to be looking at the civs right now. So it looks like Hypnos has gone for the Britons. I mean, guys, Britons, they're crazy good. I'm not surprised that we're seeing Ethiopians and Britons for Hypnos right here. And in the other corner, which I'm in the wrong corner, is Knek, and we've got Lithuanians, so one of the premier Cavalier civs, Paladin civs, Knight civs. Extra damage when you get those tasty relics is very nice. Extra 150 food at the start. Guys, you can't go wrong with the Lithuanians. I mean, unless you don't get the relics, then it's not ideal. But other than that, pretty great civ. Abu coming in with the Berbers. We know what the Berbers do in Castle Age. Knights, camels. Very, very cheap. It's an insane civ, guys. Only thing I will say, Lithuanians will have the advantage in the early game with that extra civ bonus. However, those cheaper knights and cheaper camels are going to come in clutch. And if he can get 2 camel archers, what can Lithuanians do, guys? Skirmishes? Nah. Not in team games, but we'll see. We shall see. And then last but definitely not least, we've got random catch-up. Rotating to those very nice Ethiopian archers. Extra fire rate like in the last game. You can hardly blame them for picking these civs, guys. Very, very nice. Now, what you will see on Oasis is maybe walls going up nice and early. These are not too hard to do on some of the thinner parts of the map. Same with blue right here. Are they going to go for some early walls, or are they just going to go for aggression? I will be very interested to see. Another thing, guys, is you need to be going with your wood lines in the middle of the map. There is basically unlimited wood. I mean, if you get to here, guys, I mean, I don't know what you're doing. You should probably go and take a break from the game, to be honest. But it looks like pretty much everyone has gone to the middle. Oh, random catch up with the off-meta play over here. Not so sure about that. Maybe he didn't know how the map generally goes, or maybe he's got a super secret strategy. I don't know, guys. What do you think? I don't think it's the best thing he could have done, but we shall see. Random catch-up played insanely well last game, especially considering this guy is at 800, 900 elo. I'm getting a bit suspicious. Nah, I'm just kidding. But insanely well played by catch-up last game, and hopefully we're going to see more of it in this game. Going to skip forward a bit, guys. I will be on the lookout for some things that are happening. Abu said TY. Maybe he found his sheep. One thing to note, guys, is you do get your standard starting sheep, so 4 extra sheep. There are actually 3 more that are located kind of off to the side of your base. If you can find them before your opponent, I mean, you're getting an extra 3 sheep. It is pretty important, especially if you are a scout player. And if you're Britons, they're going to be very, very nice with the extra damage. No problem. Not sure what they're on about, guys, but maybe he sent his sheep back to him. That would be very, very nice sportsmanship, especially considering this is a tournament. Catch up now going to the middle for that nice, tasty, big wood line. Is blue going to attack him? No, he is not. And what are we seeing right now? Red actually went with a very tasty militia rush last game. Doesn't look like he's going to be doing the same thing on this map, which you can hardly blame him because the distances are a bit further, and there's always obviously the chance that your opponent just walls you off, and it's all a complete waste of time. looking at the times of people going up. Got red going up first. It's hardly a surprise, guys. I mean, you got 150 food. You're basically cheating. Of course, you're going to be up first. I'm not going to give him any credit for that. We got Hypnos up second with the Britons. Excuse me, up third with the Britons. He's going to be 3 vils ahead. So a nice time for Mr. Hypnos, and definitely a big improvement over last game. I love that. We got Grey, 25 seconds off, and Orange is going to be going up last. Despite having the same number of villagers as Hypnos, so very well done, Mr. Hypnos. We are going to be seeing some scouts coming out. The walls are going to be probably up in time with 3 vils on them. This scout is not going to be enough to stop them. Just looking at Orange's walls right now, Hypnos has seen them. Is he going to have any archers out before he gets them up? Looks very, very doubtful, and I wonder if all this early investment into scouts is going to be worth it. Looks like he has stopped scout production, so just 2 scouts. Definitely the right thing to do, in my opinion. Scouts are not exactly ideal for killing walls, guys, so if you're going to get walled out, don't do more scouts. If you really want to get in, a nice combination of archers and scouts can be nice, or maybe even man-at-arms, maybe even a tower rush if you are feeling a little bit crazy, but yeah. Definitely not scouts. He's going to be annoying, though, and potentially force some houses. And I think we've all been there, guys. We kind of just ignored it. And then 2 scouts get into your base, and you just feel like an idiot. So Abby's going to have to make sure he doesn't feel like an idiot right now. It looks pretty standard, guys. Looks very, very standard. I like these early walls. Potentially, you might want to have 2 villagers here just in case Hypnos did come with some early aggression, but it doesn't look like he's going to. Just looking at the vil count, everyone's looking pretty solid on 23 and 24. Nothing particularly interesting is going to be happening. And guys, I'm sorry, I'm going to skip forward. Forgive me. Fletching is coming in for blue, so maybe he is still thinking that he can do some damage. Scout, 2 archers going forward, and maybe he is going to get in here, guys. I mean, he is going to have 2 archery ranges to protect himself, though. So even if he does get in, I mean, look, the archer numbers are already coming out. Just looking over here, it looks like red isn't really bothering to do anything anymore. Grey is coming around with some scouts. So Grey has made some scouts. Looks like Random Ketchup is actually going to win this engagement. Let's go back to normal time. Red coming over with 3 scouts. He's going to get there way before Grey gets there. I'm not sure what this spearman is doing. And this could be a decent cleanup here, but Random Ketchup's definitely going to get his walls up. This is just a sideshow, guys. This is just a bit of fun. I don't think they're going to get any damage here. There is... Oh, they really need to plug this wall right now. However, there is a small... It's about equal on the army, guys, but you don't. These small mistakes can really snowball out of control. I really would like to see this get plugged. Spearman is coming, so it will give them a slight advantage in the fight. Even with the archers around, there is archers for both players. Fletching in, no upgrades on the scouts, I believe. But fighting downhill is very, very nice for Mr. Hypnos, so well played there. He is actually leaving his army to fight, but there is going to be 4 scouts there. Looks like a very, very nice engagement for Lessthanthree here. And these walls are non-existent, guys, which is a bit of an issue, not going to lie. We've got 7 here and 6 here, but 4 scouts versus 1. I can only see one way that this fight is going. Even if he's fighting uphill, it really, really doesn't matter. Red needs to be sending more scouts over right now, but they are so far away. Even further away for Grey, though, but Grey's got the mass. Grey has got the mass, and that is what is important in Age of Empires. If you've got that slight snowball effect, then it's pretty nice. More scouts coming in for Red. 2 more being added to here. We've got 4 scouts here. Still no upgrades for either player. Apart from on the archers, you don't want to be fighting uphill here, especially with a numerical disadvantage. Needs to be very, very careful. Needs to run away. Needs to be getting down to that flat ground. Stop fighting uphill, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. But the reinforcements are coming in. This is actually turning into a lot more interesting of a matchup than I thought it was going to be. I thought we were just going to have some standard walls. Grey actually going with the wheelbarrow upgrade. I'm just thinking at the resources. They are looking a lot better for Abu right now, and he is going to be clicking to Castle Age very, very shortly. A very nice, healthy 18. Or what am I doing, guys? What am I doing? Very nice, healthy 18 on food, 9 on gold. This is looking very nice for the Berber player. And who do you prefer in Castle Age, guys? Lithuanians or Berbers? It's got to be Berbers. Just looking at the relic placements. Looks like he's realistically only going to get 2, maybe 3 on a very good day, but probably 2. Is that going to be enough to completely sway the game? I don't think so with those discounted camels. But upgrade for red on the armor, but nothing for grey. However, they are fighting uphill. That is going to make the difference. Skirm's coming out. That is going to push blue's castle time back a bit. Just looking at random catch-ups resources. Yes, he's got too much gold. He could buy some food. It is looking a bit better resource-wise. And look, that very, very tasty Bloodlines upgrade coming in, and the armor upgrade. Is grey going to keep producing scouts? No, he's not. He does have 6, though. If he's got 6 scouts with Bloodlines and the armor upgrade, that is going to be a very scary army. And we have 18 archers for orange, 14 and 3 skirms, so pretty much the same. But those Bloodline scouts, guys, they are going to be doing a brutal domination if they take a fight right now. Maybe they don't know how much of an advantage they have. Connect selling his soul to the world. Is he going to be going up anytime soon? He's just clicked, but he doesn't know that he doesn't have Bloodlines right now. Grey does have Bloodlines. I just think Grey needs to mass some army right here. And actually this is looking like a really, really nice fight for red and blue right now. And look at these numbers. 5 skirms, 18 archers. Yeah, I mean, they're definitely going to win this fight. Probably going to kill most of the scouts, but definitely all these archers are going to be going down, or the vast majority of them anyway. Yeah, that was a really, really nice engagement, considering the Bloodlines and the armor upgrade was in. For Grey, 2 more stables coming down very far forward. Maybe they've just given up on this side of the map. Castle Age is in. +2 coming out, guys. This is absolutely brutal. Hypnos, decent amount of food, but he's still spending it. I wonder what he's spending it on. He's just made 6 spearmen, boys and girls. Not sure that was the correct play, but you only need to make 1 at a time. You don't need to make 6. You need to be clicking up to castle and getting those crossbows. That is the priority. But I can understand that he's very, very concerned about these knights coming forward. They are going to be taking a while, though. No husbandry coming in yet, so I don't expect they will be over there for a while. And we just got a little scout here that really hates this house, so that's nice for him. Second TC coming down, very, very nice on the wood line. That's what you like to see. And I mean, I don't expect we'll have much fighting here for a while unless red tries to get in. Maybe some more houses on this palisades to secure it a little bit more. Red is actually coming forward with some villagers. Interesting. Castle coming down. Maybe that's why. Well, I know that's why his eco is a bit slow. I'm not sure about that choice. Look at all these archers, guys. This is a huge army from Hypnos, and Castle Age is coming down. He is going to be getting there last, but also he's going to be having a lot of crossbow when he moves to Castle Age. Couple of knights in Orange's base right now. Looking like some pretty decent numbers. Just checking out the villagers. 43 to 41, and the red player is going to be behind on TC timing, even though the second one is coming down. Stonewall's coming down this side. Very interesting. I guess he just wants to be fighting one side for the rest of the game. Castle coming down. Are we going to be seeing Lytis? Not sure. They are going to be training a lot better against the Berber camels if that's what the Berber player decides to go for. Because remember, guys, Lytis ignore armor, which is insane. And definitely one of the strongest unique units in the game, but are slightly worse versus archers. Guys, this is a very scary army. We've got 12 knights here. We do have a lot of archers here, but they do have the +2 armor upgrades. This is not going to be enough to beat this. If random catch-up can come and play as well, this could be a very, very nice engagement. But if they can come back to this castle, should be fine. This is looking very nicely walled. I hope it is nicely walled, because if he gets in here, I think I would cry if I was Hypnos. Don't know about you guys, but yeah, there's nothing worse than failing your walls. No one wants to see it. Hypnos getting that archer upgrade straight away. He needs to not be taking a fight right now. Just fight under the castle. Yes, this is very, very nice. Ketchup needs to be careful not losing any of his very valuable army to that castle. I'm just getting a bit worried. I'm looking at Red's military count now. He's only got 4 Lightis. I'm a bit worried because there's so many knights right now cleaning up these production buildings. They can't take the fight. 15 seconds to crossbow for Mr. Ketchup. They're going to be having a much stronger army right now, but this is probably enough crossbows to defend the side of the base. I would like to see him take it the side of the base. Do they need to take this fight right now? They definitely don't. Are they going to win it? Hard to say. Crossbow numbers much better for blue, but this is a lot of knights, guys. This is 17 knights versus 6 Lightis. Yes, the Lightis are going to beat the knights in a one-on-one, but not in numbers like this. Is the scout still attacking the house? He is. He is actually going to kill it, which is, I mean, credit where credit's due. Still going for the production buildings on the outside. It's a decent amount of damage, but nothing serious. This castle is well placed to defend this side and obviously defend the gold as well. Bodkin just coming in for blue. Bodkin already in for orange. Just looking at the numbers, still looking much healthier for blue, but orange is very close behind. 15 knights. We've got, come on guys, 10 Lightis. Lightis without the +2 armor, which is going to set them back a bit. +2 on the knights, which is very, very nice. Although, guys, remember that melee armor is going to do diddly squat against a good old Lightis ignoring armor. So just need to be careful here. They're going to be losing a lot of houses, a lot of markets. Yes, doesn't sound like much, but it's more damage than the other team are doing right now. Just looking at the TCs right now, we got 3 for Red, who is on 60 villagers, 3 for the Berber player, who is on 66, 50, 18 villagers in the queue. 18. That's a lot. That is a lot. Who would have guessed? That's a lot. Only 39 villagers for Hypnos, guys, so it's actually really gotten away from it. I'm not sure about this fight, guys. Not sure about this fight. Is it one that they can afford to take? Now the Lightis are going to be cleaning those knights up. They've got decent numbers, but they just don't have the defense that they need against those crossbows. They're going to have to go back to the castle. I just feel like that was an unnecessary fight. I don't know what you think, guys. And those Berber Camel knight numbers are just staying consistent right now. Remember, those cheaper stables are just absolutely clutch in situations like this. And when you're trying to produce out of one castle, you're just never going to be able to match the Berber player, even if his production buildings, excuse me, are a while away. Scout's still going mad over here. Love to see it. And right now, I just don't see how they mask the numbers with Hypnos' eco. He's still not making villagers. I'm not sure what's going on with his food count. Hypnos does have 700 food, so maybe he's just preoccupied doing other things. Lightis. There's just not enough of them, guys, and we're just going to continue to see production buildings on the outside of the space of the market go down. And there's just nothing really that the other team can do now without fighting behind this castle. I do like the Siege Workshop if you can get a Mangonel or 2 that can defend this side of the base, but yeah, it's not looking good eco-wise right now. Berber player is ahead of Connect right now. Score obviously exploding. I mean, the score is looking very, very unhealthy. I don't know what you think, guys, for Stonecutters right now. Second TC only just coming down for Hypnos. Obviously, he's sustained pretty much all of the pressure so far. Connect's base has pretty much been untouched. 2 TC, second TC came down a while, looking a lot better for Mr. Ketchup. If he can just engage with the knights, this could be very nice, but I mean, obviously with these crossbows behind, he can't do anything. I think they need to be really careful here. They need to turn around, they need to turn around, they need to turn around, and this is going to be a very brutal engagement here. This is very, very nice. He's going to cut off all of the archers. Yes, the Lightis are going to do the damage, but the crossbowmen are in there. They're going to be doing absolute destruction on these Lightis. Guys, this is not a good engagement, and the GG is called. That was a very, very quick Oasis game, and you know what? Wow. Guys, this is a really, really nice games from Lessthanthree3 right now. I think what you saw in that game was the right thing to do in Oasis, walling up early from both players, meaning that the other players can't do any damage, combining your armies as quick as you can, getting production buildings over by your partner. So that means that I mean, look at all these stables from Berbers. 4 stable knights, it's just insane. And they just had not only the eco lead, but also the military lead pretty much the entire of Castle Age. And even though this castle is down and you can't take fights, I can understand why they call the GG, because right now they're just so behind. 39 vils from Hypnos, it's literally not ideal. And even though red's on 82, we can see here that we got 19 vils queued. I love that. 71 for Mr. Ketchup, 85 for Mr. Abu. And yeah, it's a very, very well played from Lessthanthree. And certainly if I was playing the next game, I'd be very, very worried. A really, really nice game from Abu. I think his Berber play has been fantastic. You got to remember, guys, he's doing 3 TC production, or 2 TC right at the start, and also 3, 4, even 5 stable production. So to balance all those eco, to balance your eco and balance your like villager numbers and balance your military, like, well, you got to be pretty good at this game, I would say. So it's really well played by him, and again, really impressed by Random Ketchup. He seems to be improving every game I watch him, and 2 really solid games. And it just proves, guys, that everyone thinks that if you're the lower elo player, then you're not going to be contributing much. But I would say in both Hypnos and Random Ketchup's places, they were really integral to both games, and especially the first game could have gone either way. But eventually, it's a bit of a domination by Lessthanthree in this second game. They are going to be going through to the next round, and they are going to be playing. I'm not sure who they're going to be playing, because the other team hasn't played yet. But like I said, I would be very worried if I was playing against them. So guys, that's enough from me. I'm very sorry about that first game, and hopefully you all forgive me, and my enthusiasm and love for this game has made up for it. And yeah, I hopefully will be seeing you on the stream very, very soon. Take care of yourselves, and yeah. God bless all of you. Take care. See you later.